my name is Glen McIntosh, and I was one of the co-animation supervisor on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and we're here at the View Conference 2018.
So ILMX Lab has been here the last 3 years, and I wanted to get your thoughts on how you're seeing real-time impact things, especially with video game engines now being used like Unreal Engine 4 to bring some of these big screen creations to life.
Yeah, it's staggering how the amount of technology that is being leveled at what we're seeing now. I would imagine that in 10 years, kids who we would typically play a video game with like a console or a controller, and then from what I've seen from the VR work and like how much you're actually doing it, you're actually holding a gun or holding a lightsaber or doing all these things that you only imagined of when you were a kid watching the Star Wars films, and now you're actually able to contribute and be in a Star Wars film, which is just a completely different experience. And so the idea that is being offered and delivered to the audiences nowadays, I think is going to change the landscape of visual entertainment in the coming years.
Yeah, we definitely need a Jurassic World, Jurassic Park VR experience like that.
Yeah, well, we had the opportunity to do there's like a Jurassic experience that was released in conjunction with Fallen Kingdom, and when it's amazing because when you put on those goggles and the T-Rex leans down, you get a fantastic impression of just how gigantic these animals really were that you don't necessarily get when you're watching a movie. So I think that is really not only entertaining, but it's very educational because it shows you how enormous these animals were, and it gives you a better sense of how majestic they were as well. And I think that's part of the goal of the Jurassic films, is to not give the impression that they're monsters, but they're living animals. And when you go to a museum, you can see just how big they were. But of course you're just looking at the bones. You don't realize like how much bigger they are when they're covered in skin and muscle, and the claws that you're seeing would have been covered in keratin, and so everything that you're seeing is just that much magnified and that much bigger when you see it in real life. So the VR experience really helps to embellish that so that you get an impression of how gigantic they were, and it's hard to believe how incredible Mother Nature is when you're standing against something that's that big. So.
Jurassic World also had a video game that came out in tandem. Is that something you were able to check out or play at all?
No, unfortunately, I was so busy trying to finish the film. It was that was a full-time experience because I was also working with like Image Engine that was doing development work, as well as like a couple of like Jurassic commercials and a commercial for Universal Studios that we were doing, as well as the actual movie. So there's so many dinosaur projects that were on the go, but it's something I would really look forward to playing.
Yeah, and that's something also we're going to be seeing a brand new Jurassic Park ride at Universal Studios coming soon.
Yeah, that looks fantastic, and it's I can't wait to say like what they do to it with all the technology that they have at their disposal now. And they're so good at Universal is so good at making those rides so interactive and dynamic. So I can't wait to see, what dinosaurs will make the cut and how that'll be incorporated into the actual ride itself.